Alright, well, welcome back everyone to Castlevania Ravenloft. Last we left our adventurers, Elias had snuck out of Van Richten's tower to go pay a visit to Gertruda, who is obviously a vampire now. Let's find that good old picture of Gertruda. She's obviously on the prowl, being a fresh new vampire. And everyone roll for initiative.
Oh.
What's the address or the alias?
Oh, dang.
Oh, hey, there he is. I honestly can't remember.
Zany Camp Zeno Ally.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Everyone's gonna go before I am. Great.
Oh.
It's in the Ravenloft chat, Logan.
Okay. Son of a fuck lad.
If I could spell Gertruda right, Gertruda. There's two R's in there. It's messing me up. Okie dokie. No combat map. We'll just use the combat tracker. Alex, roll a perception check. A natural 20.
Well,
You hear Elias somewhere outside the tower. And, Elias, what does she hear?
I called everybody's name, so I said Alex, Sir Van Richten, Esmeralda, Jeeves, everyone that's there. I yelled out.
All right. Well, you think that Elias has found something on his first watch here, the first watch of the night. Something's outside the tower, and you instantly wake up and get ready and start. What? What do you want to do? Hey, Decaf Smurf. Welcome to the stream. Alex, it's your turn.
well, she's going to throw herself out of bed and rush over to Mr. Jeeves and try to shake him awake.
All right, Mr. Jeeves, roll a perception check.
Who's that?
Get up!
Yeah, that's plenty fine. You're good.
How do I?
We can't even spend one evening without one of us getting into trouble.
Who's this? Elias?
Sounds like it.
Alright. What kind of trouble is
Come
he got
on,
into this
get up,
time?
old man. We've got to make it outside and downstairs somehow.
Well, that's easy
And
for
with that,
me.
she heads back towards her bed and grabs her equipment.
Oh, we do have a map. Cool.
We do. Yeah, scroll down to the very bottom of it.
Ah, accidentally tossed it.
This one's different. Did you get this one new?
I just
Could you
forgot I
reach-
had it, to be honest.
Can you reach there?
Reshare it? Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, cool.
It sure is a shiny wagon down there.
Go!
It is a very shiny wagon.
Glowing.
Let's see. We'll say Mr.
Look,
Jeeves
Gertrude.
and Alex are...
Gertrude's expression on that tiny cat is like, really?
She's probably quite disappointed that she's not getting a nice snack from Elias.
Yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
she is
yeah,
really
yeah.
disappointed.
She almost did.
And let's see, I also need to add Van Richten and Esmeralda here.
Possibly. I don't think Elias went to her. I think she came to him.
Oh, I thought you went out there a little bit. That's fine.
Eh.
We'll move you in a little. A whole 5 feet, right? Generous.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you made your way out the window and came down, so I guess this would be more appropriate then. There we go. Alright, and Esmeralda and Octavio, aka Rudolph Van Richten, are still in the tower. Alright, so Alex, you wake up Jeeves. He actually heard his voice called from outside as well. And you can hear Esmeralda and Van Richten also stirring and getting ready. But Alex, you still have time to act, aside from waking Jeeves up and making sure that he's aware. You still have enough time to move around if you want.
Well, they were on what, the 4th floor?
Yeah,
She's got
you're
some
on the
ground to
4th.
cover.
You sure
Yeah,
do.
they've got some ground to cover to get down, so she will. I'll spend all of my movement to try to get down as far as I can.
Well, there's a giant hole in the floor. Normally, you'd have to call the elevator up.
We don't have access to that little scaffolding.
No, that's only on the 3rd floor down to the 1st.
Well, crap. Jeeves, how do we get that damn elevator up here?
That's a good question. I'll jump down and get it.
Just jump down again.
Oh,
Sure.
using my slippers.
Okay.
Let's jump in more. Hey, did I get any rest in at all, Mike?
No,
Would I have,
no, there hasn't been any
no?
time.
Okay.
Thanks, Elias.
I think Van Richten was hanging out on the 2nd floor, and he can help activate the golems as Mr. Jeeves is making his way down with his slippers. So,
Okay.
yeah, the elevator starts moving from the ground floor up. It's going to take a few rounds to get up there. Alex, do you want to wait on it or do something else?
Can I carry her with the slippers?
You've already made your way down
Yeah.
as far as you can get, anyway.
It looks like the 3rd floor has access to the scaffolding, so is there a way she could safely swing down using her whip?
Let's see. There's not a lot of furniture that would hold your weight with such a short whip. Remember, your whip's only about 5 feet reach,
She
since
still
it's more
has
like
her
a
other
cat
whip.
of nine tails.
I meant the regular whip.
Oh,
not
the regular whip.
sorry.
What do you want to use as something to latch
One of the
onto?
broken shards of the floor, I guess, to swing herself onto the stable part of the floor.
Just looking at it with your acrobatics, you think that you could just hang and swing down to the 3rd floor pretty easily without doing much whip work to the next floor down.
Then yes, that. I'll do that.
All right. Well, you make your way down to the next floor. I'm gonna look at that tower real quick. There's another view of it. There was a nice bit of armor there and a stove that may have worked if you wanted to use the whip. But these floors are not too terribly far from each other. I don't think that you would sustain damage if you just kind of hung from the lip and swung yourself over to the next floor.
And there's the chains too. We should climb down the chains.
Actually, it's a 20-foot
Yeah,
drop to the
Wow.
next floor. I didn't realize that they were that high. Yeah.
So could she show me the chains?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Now that we have this image up,
Yep,
it's a
we'll
lot
use the
easier to
chains.
see. All right, so Mr. Jeeves is using his spider's climb slippers to get on down. No problem. And Alex, you take hold of the chains and start ghostbustering yourself right down like the pole at the fire station. Okay,
You guys
yeah.
gotta try this pole.
Thank you. Yes. Oh man, don't make me give you
So-
inspiration too.
Do we know it's Gertruda that's outside?
No. You just have heard your names called. So,
Okay.
once you get out the front door, you'll be able to see. So essentially, you've moved this this round. I'm gonna say because you're going down more than anything, using gravity with your speed and stuff, you'll be able to get outside next round and attack since they're so close. So we'll just leave you there for now, but we'll say that you're right there. All right, next up, Esmeralda. She had a pretty good initiative. She's gonna look out the window of the top there and kind of see what's going on, see who's calling. And
Didn't she go to her wagon for the night?
oh, did she? I thought. Oh yeah,
I
she
thought
normally
she did.
sleeps at the bed at top. But yeah, she would be at the wagon. That's
She went
right.
to her wagon so Alex could take the bed.
Oh yeah, she'll be out there in a flash then.
And Rictavio said he was staying on the second floor or first floor. I don't remember.
He was on the second with Elias.
Yeah.
I suppose I should roll a perception check for her to be technical here. Yeah, she was aware enough to hear you, Elias. All right. And she doesn't mess around. She points a finger at Gertruda, and a bolt of lightning erupts from her finger.
Ooh.
Let's see. So, dexterity save, Gertruda. She made it. So, what does that mean? It's only half. Okay.
Nice.
Lots of dice. Yeah, right before your eyes, Elias, you see a bolt of lightning rip into Gertruda. And behind you, or behind her, rather, you see Esmeralda ready to assist. However, next, Gertruda's up, and although seared with lightning, she turns her attention to you instead, Elias. It looks like she was anticipating embracing you more than defending herself against Esmeralda at the moment.
Right. Yeah.
So she... Let's see.
$21.00.
Yeah, she's just going to attempt to bite you. Your AC is always ridiculous. Oh my gosh, she actually got past it. Yeah. She sinks her fangs into your neck, and you take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
So your hit point max is reduced to the amount equal of the damage, which is 16.
Ooh, so 42.
Well, no, I'm just saying that the wounds inflicted there is like you. Basically, you can't get those back until something's done about that.
Okay. All right.
Where's my DM notes? There they are.
I don't know, but Logan's mic is going off like a maniac, but I can't hear him at all.
Are you there, Logan?
I'm here. Fantasy Grounds just giving me some pain.
I can hardly hear him at all.
Hello?
I can hear him. Hey.
Yeah.
Now I can hear him.
I was walking back across the room as I was talking. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
We were just wondering if you were talking because your microphone was lighting up a lot.
Oh, no. I don't have it on push to talk.
While Gertruda is directly with you there, she also claws at you. And that actually hits too. Wow. It is a lucky night for Gertruda so far. 7 points of slashing damage as she also rakes her claws into you. And next up, Mr. Jeeves.
Alright. So, obviously, I see it's Gertrude now. Can I switch my weapons? Like, rapier to offhand and silver short sword to main hand?
Sure, drawing a weapon is part of... it's like a bonus action, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Think so.
Alright, I'll modify that real quick. I am gonna give her an attack. Just okay.
Mr. Jeeves, you're still injured.
Alright. Yep. Yeah, I am. I ain't got time to think about that now.
Just gotta get on with the killing.
That's right.
All right. So you want to move yourself first? Do you have the...
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Well, that's a hit.
Okay. Oh, damn it. I should have been a sneak attack too.
You can roll sneak attack damage. It's just an extra few d6, isn't it?
4, yeah.
All right.
22.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see. But being a vampire, there's other stuff I have to consider.
Don't forget a silver sword.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I did find it at the bottom of the well, so hey, you never know.
Hey, a silver sword is a silver sword. How many wells have you been to the bottom of? 2 in this campaign?
I think at least 2 at this point.
All right. Well, you do manage to score a hit that she was unsuspecting as she was clawing into Elias. You came from the side and got a good hit in. So, anything else with your turn?
Unless I can disengage and move back. Nope.
Well, is that part of your roguish abilities?
That would be no, because if I switch weapons, that's bonus. So no.
Okay.
Good.
All right then, Elias.
Yeah, and the second attack was bonus. That's no good either.
You're up, Elias.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Elias is going to... He's going to attempt a point-blank guiding bolt on Gertrude, although he's quite shocked that he's been bitten by a vampire. He's quite worried that something's going to happen to him, but he doesn't have much time to think about that, so he's going to go ahead and cast the spell as soon as he can.
All right, that's a hit.
Okay.
Great damage. Okay, and because that's radiant damage, vampires really don't like that. So, the wounds that she would normally regenerate. Not going to happen this round.
Right, that's why I did it.
Excellent hit, sir. She looks like she's got plenty of fight left in her, though.
Yeah, so a myriad of tiny spheres leave Elias's hand, smaller ones than usual, but multiple, and they slam into Gertrude at point blank and do great damage. But as it happens, Elias reels back a bit and holds up his shield, hoping that he can kick in his normal, quite good defense against this creature of the night, but unsuccessful so far in defending. And then he'll pass to whatever Octavio is.
All right. Well, Rictavio, I believe he's on the 3rd floor, last we saw him. And, oh, okay. Well, let me check then.
I believe him and Elias are both on the same floor, the 2nd floor.
I'm just seeing if it's got access to that scaffolding. You got out with a window, right?
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking at those windows, they're so small. I don't think that you'd be able to fit through them. But we'll just revise, make a little edit that those windows are a bit bigger. That's how you got out.
Yeah.
That's how he's going to get out.
And if it was the 3rd floor, I don't think Elias would have made it without any damage. So,
3rd floor is easy. 3rd floor has a giant gaping hole that leeds to the scaffolding. So.
I mean, like landing on the ground from there that far.
Oh, well, yeah. All right, so Van Richten can get within viewing distance of everybody. And I'm going to say he gets to about here. I don't have these gridded out properly. It's why the skill's doing that, but it's no big deal. All right. Oh, and I suppose a perception check for him would have been... Ooh. Actually, he rolled really bad. But I'm going to say he has advantage because everybody else was moving around and stuff too. So, reroll. Oh, wow. It was worse than the first. Van Richten does indeed wake up. However, when he pulls himself out of sleep, it's not enough for him to be able to really act this round. He's coming to a little bit later than everybody else. All right. So with that, Alex, it's your turn again.
She's going to head outside and summon the sunlight from her whip.
Awesome. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can move one less, and you'd still have enough to do an attack if you want. There you go.
Fine. Okay, so the sunlight from the whip is active. She's going to try to rip her feet out from under her.
All right, go for it. All right, crack of the whip hits. She has to make a save. Which one is it?
Strength, I think. Let me check my notes. Save DC of 16.
Oops, I turned her friendly because I hit the wrong thing. Save DC of what?
16.
And what kind of save?
Strength, I think.
Strength save?
I think. Let me double check. Yep, strength DC 16.
That's enough to yank her legs out from underneath her. So, yeah, your barbed whips
prone.
have dug into her leg. You yank it back, and bam, she falls over. Let me apply prone to her. Okay, she's prone.
Did you apply it?
Yeah.
He did. He's got an icon there now.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Gertrude, you don't have to do this, and I'm sorry. There's that.
You
Did
say
that
you're
apply
sorry
the
as
extra
you
D8?
bust into her flesh. What extra D8? Oh, the
For the undead.
yeah. Let's see.
I thought it was supposed to do it automatically unless you don't have her actually marked as undead.
Oh, hey, Jack connected. So let's see. It got the attack from sorrowful misery, which hit, and then, oh, that's my roll. Okay, that was the failure, and then 2, 4, and plus 4. She is marked as undead, but
Do the extra D8.
yeah, just go ahead and roll an extra d8.
I've had to do stuff like that manually before myself.
Whatever, doesn't bother me. So 6. Did that not roll, or is my dice lagging?
It didn't roll.
I don't see it.
Damn it. Okay, 1 second. 6. Okay, there we go. It's lagging really bad.
That's weird. Yeah, rolled them both.
2 6s.
Shall I roll another one? See
No,
what happens?
well, hey, just go ahead and roll it. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Oh,
Nope.
bummer.
All right.
You don't want 3 6s.
Well, that was one attack. You have another attack left in you, right?
I do.
That's a hit.
Is that? Oh yeah, advantage from prone. That's right.
Yeah.
Plus the extra D8.
So much damage.
And that 5 at the end. Gertruda is panicking. You can see her brief introduction to unlife may be soon cut off.
We never wanted this to happen to you.
As you say that, Esmeralda walks next to you and says, "Why do you show mercy to these creatures? They deserve nothing but to be extinguished." And she cast a firebolt at Gertruda. And misses.
Hey.
At point blank range.
It happens.
When things are prone, I think sometimes it rolls with disadvantage.
Yeah, it's done that before. Like
Yeah.
it counts them as like undercover if a spell
Right.
tries to hit them.
Because it's
funny.
ranged.
Yeah.
But either way, she rolled a 3. So
Oh.
Yeah.
no,
not
I said it dropped to 13. So
13 plus anything?
no, just that's a modified 13.
That's probably not good enough still then.
I'm just checking. Yeah, it misses. Yeah, so she said that, ran over there and missed. All right, it's Gertruda's turn, and she is going to disengage and stand up and disengage. So let's get rid of her prone. All right, and let's see how fast she can go.
Nope. Trigger Sentinel.
Because she's leaving your area of...
Nope. Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach.
Okay, well, she's going to try anyway. Let's see what her speed is. Okay, it's not very fast. Let me think this through here. I mean, she's going to run, but I'm just guessing, like, if... Yeah. There's just no way out of that. She's... Because she had to stand up for prone, that used some of her movement. There's no way she's going to outrun you all. But she's going to try anyway, so she begins taking off. And what's even more horrifying to her is that she's surrounded by water.
And sunlight.
Oh yeah, the sunlight doesn't help, that's for sure. So yeah, she gets up and starts running towards the exit of the island.
Don't I get my attack before she
You
gets
sure
out of range?
do. That's a critical hit.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Poor Gertruda.
Way to dispatch.
I'm sorry, child.
Elias is gonna reply to Esmeralda, but he'll do that later.
All right, that's enough. How do you want to do this?
And that's with overkill.
Yeah. Vampire slaying time.
Well, Alex, as soon as she sees her start to run, is going to swing her whip at her feet again, rip her feet out from under her, and make one more powerful slash across her chest to open up the cavity and still her heart forever, putting the
Okay.
poor creature out of her misery.
Well, you can add one vampire heart to your inventory. Well, there you go, guys. Gertruda is no longer a threat. And Van Richten comes out onto the... well, he's going to take his time now and go out through the front and says,
He's just taking a sweet time.
what have I missed?
So Elias watches that happen to Gertruda, and he kind of looks away and winces, and he was about to speak to Esmeralda, and then he takes the opportunity to do that. He says, we were actually searching for this girl for most of our journey. Her mother had missed her, and Strahd had taken her. Actually, she seemed to be willingly with him, but he had made her his plaything, and she had total devotion and trust of him. And she had still been human when he knocked her off of...
She
the
was
castle.
innocent, and he tore her throat out and dropped her to the ground from one of the parapets.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I'm not used to people showing any kind of remorse for these people once they've turned. Maybe in the process of their change, their transformation, but it usually costs them an immediate death. Their transformation into what they are quickly changes them. They have no soul. They are nothing but monsters at that point.
Yes, I understand, Van Richten. I was quite...
That was Esmeralda,
confused.
actually, speaking.
Oh.
I know, I
You're
don't sound
talking-
like Esmeralda, but...
Yeah, you're talking like a Van Richten there to me, but...
Van Richten
Yeah.
was different.
Anyway, Elias says, yes, I understand. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite awake when I saw her from far off and just remembered the traumatic event that happened at the castle. I was overtaken by emotion and came out here, but then I realized that she was a vampire. My mind instantly changed. But yes, still, I do feel quite terrible about it. I wish I had the power in me to do something about it as it was happening in my eyes in front of me as Gertruda fell from the castle, but there was nothing we could do to Strahd at that time.
Alex just kneels beside Gertruda and brushes her hand over her eyes to make sure they're closed. And she leans over and looks over her shoulder at Esmeralda with sort of a little sneer. She was
Esmeralda
innocent.
says,
if no one shows them mercy in this world, then let it fall to me.
Esmeralda says, you speak of mercy, but you let this woman die in front of you? I would have stood up to Strahd if I were there.
I would have as well, Esmeralda, if not for my friends. I don't want to drag them down with me. But now I don't know if I could say the same. It's high time that we take her down.
Yes, well, I'm sorry that you've lost someone that you were looking for.
Well, what's done is done now. Thank you all for helping me. I did get bitten, though I don't think it's done anything immediately troubling, but I'm not sure.
Alex, roll a... let's see. It is your
Could you have a
profession.
look, Van Richten, to see what you think of the bite?
Sure, he can. Van Richten says, it is superficial if you are not completely drained and killed by the vampire, unless you drink some of their blood, then you have no fear of transformation, but I do believe it's going to have a lasting effect unless we dispel it. Let's see what we can do for that. And,
yes, thank you. I can't quite see what the damage is myself.
Yeah, well, you can feel your neck is just pouring a bit of your life essence out. But he's going to cast a spell here. Let me just check and see if he's got what's needed to fix you up with this necrotic damage.
Alex is going to take Gertrude's fangs.
Also, you remember that you spoke with Esmeralda about your shadow being missing, and you recall that she told you to ask him about that too.
Yes, and you might have noticed, sir, that my shadow is missing. Strahd took that from me as well.
Ah, yes. Yes, well, my boy will get you fixed right up. These things are within my ability to fix, so let us go inside. It's not safe out here in the night.
Clearly.
So do you guys just want to leave the open-chested, ribcage exposed Gertruda laying outside, or what?
I'd like to bury her if we have time.
It is nighttime.
Then let's take her inside. We'll bury her come daylight. Either way, Alex is taking her fangs.
Not just enough to get her heart, huh? Like, sorry, we got to do this, but...
She didn't take her heart. She just slashed it open so it stopped beating.
Oh, I thought you said that you actually ripped her chest open and took her...
Well, it did cleave her chest open, but it just slashed across her heart to stop it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Again, I'm going with just, she says.
Yeah, that's all. No big deal.
Shut up, Harvey Birdman.
All right. Well, as everyone starts making their way inside, Rictavio sees that you're kind of gathering Gertruda up to bring her in, and he says, "What are you doing?"
She's dead. At the very least, we owe it to her mother to bring her body back.
I think you should let the sunlight take care of her in the morning. Do you really think her mother would wish to see what she's become?
That's a good point, Alex.
Endless wonder over here.
Then I leave the task to you, Elias, to explain to her what happened to her daughter.
Thank you.
And with that, Alex just shakes her head and walks inside after taking her fangs. Alex wants some sleep.
All right. More fangs have been acquired then. All right. So we're out of combat now. You can close that map if you'd like. And Van Richten says, these blessings, you should familiarize yourself with them, as you're also an agent of the Lord. So this is called Remove Curse. And he begins speaking a prayer, and as he touches you, your shadow actually returns to normal. So your shadow has been restored. And then
Elias has that spell too. I didn't know that would do remove or restore his shadow.
Yes, well, Van Richten is a little bit more wise in the use of these blessings, so he's teaching you,
Clearly.
Mentoring to you now. And he says, whenever a vampire affects you with its touch, or many dark creatures, they will sometimes sap your strength or prevent you from healing. When that happens, use this blessing. And he casts Lesser Restoration and touches you, and you feel that your the necrotic damage is no longer preventing you from gaining those hit points back.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. I have those spells under my ability, but had not been familiar with its applications as such. I'm skilled so much as my clerical duty, but not so much in the vein of dealing with vampires so closely as you do.
Well, it's my pleasure that I could help. Last but not least, let's go ahead and cure some of these wounds of yours. And he cures 7 points of damage and says a good night's rest will also help out.
Yes, Jeeves is still quite hurt as well. I think that would be the best for us.
Yes.
I'm afraid I've used all of my magic that I've been afforded for the night. But in the morning, if you're not well rested, then I pray for my spells in the morning time, as the sun
Well,
would normally rise, but we never get to see in this place.
Yes, well, before we retire, I think I'll do what I can for myself and Jeeves. Mr. Jeeves, over here if you would.
what's that? Ooh, nice.
That was to me.
Oh, roll me a 1.
Well, okay, that was a level 1 spell. You're getting a level 3, so
Ooh.
it might not do that much. That was the highest roll I could get. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3. This should be a lot, though.
1, 1, 1. Oh, wow.
26.
No problem.
Beautiful. Thank you, Elias.
No problem, good man. I hope everyone sleeps well, and I'm sorry for waking everyone. I suppose I could have handled that on my own, but wasn't feeling comfortable.
So who's taking the next watch?
Not it.
I can take it.
Alex, I think, volunteered after Elias.
Okay, I'll take the early morning.
Okay. Well then, let's see here. Not those. Those are the Castle Ravenloft random encounters. You don't want those here.
No, not in the Ratavia's Tower. Although we have more people here than we ever have, so it would
Here
be.
we go.
Um,
Here's the nighttime ones. Alright, and who's got the next watch after Mr. Jeeves? No, that was Alex. Alex, it's uneventful during your watch. You need to rest up to get the benefits of a good rest. So, is Jeeves replacing you?
Indeed.
Yep.
Alright. Mr. Jeeves, you hear howling in the distance.
Ah. How far in the distance?
You can't tell. It sounds far away, though.
And what time morning is it?
It's getting closer to morning now, so it's around, about 5 a.m.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay hyper alert, and if they get any closer, I'm gonna start waking people up.
Sure. More time passes, and you think that if the danger is threatening, then it's doing so quietly. But you don't hear anything else.
They're just standing there, menacingly.
Alright, so that's it. You guys made it through the night. In the morning, you see Octavio begin his praying, and Esmeralda is still down in her wagon. What do you guys want to do now? Oh, I'll probably
You can
have the
apply the
DM
rest.
apply a rest, yeah.
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 Okay, everybody gets the
Yay.
benefits of a long rest. Okay, this is a good time to segue over to Jack Motley, who we haven't seen in so very long. Logan, since you haven't been able to join us, what we did was just kind of park you over at the castle and have you stay as basically collateral.
No, we dealt with that.
Yeah, but when we dealt with that may not have been exactly when we thought we dealt with that. So, fortunately, due to having a player be missing a few sessions and having that player be separated from the party, I can just conveniently say that you were in the dungeon for most of that time, and everything that you did to get out of the dungeon happened relatively recently.
Now.
Yeah, yeah. And in all honesty, not a lot of time has passed. After they left the castle, they went to the Vistani camp again. Had their fortunes told. Then went to Vallaki. Had a fun time at a ballroom party, or a ball that was thrown at the mansion there, and
Yes, a fun time.
has now made their way to a swamp, fought a witch, destroyed a tree, regained a gem, made their way over to a tower, and that's where we're at now. So you notice that you have teleported somewhere really cold all of a sudden. Let me bring up a map here. I'll show you. Ooh, I was really zoomed in.
It's the phallic region.
Solenka Pass.
I'm getting error messages.
Error messages.
Yeah, it's not loading.
Runtime error, image, snapshot.
What?
Does not match base size.
I'm not getting errors. I see a map.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll just describe what you're supposed to be saying.
Reshare.
I reshared it. It says it's shared to you. But basically, as I describe it, you'll be able to imagine what he sees. The map isn't critical right now.
Yeah, mine's crashing too.
It's an octagon with Jack and the werewolf guy in it.
Wow.
I gotta close fantasy grounds now.
Brett, you are fired as a DM. That was the least descriptive.
I mean, it's true. From what I can tell.
You're in an octagon. What do you do?
There's some stairs and windows.
Go for the chokehold.
Yeah.
You were teleported into an octagon. Roll for initiative. Is the octagon alive?
You could say you're in bad shape.
Okay, so you have found yourself teleported to a very cold location. It seems like you're in some sort of structure. There's a door in front of you, and then there's also, well, there's a cold hearth that stands across from the door, the wind howling down its chimney, a stone staircase on the south wall, 3 windows look out over a foggy sea. You have Emil, your escape companion, next to you, and he looks just as confused and unfamiliar with this location as you do.
I'm going to respond as eloquently as I know how in just this moment. Well, shit.
Emil says, "It's cold here. We must be.
Yes, it is.
We must be in one of the mountain ranges."
Probably.
Well, if it weren't for our conditions, then I believe we would probably freeze to death out here.
I don't know. I still might freeze to death. I like to buck the trend. Let's go ahead and take a look around, though. See what's what.
Well, ladies first.
You're just jealous of my hair. Do a flip with the hair.
He rubs his bald head. I have more hair. Piss me off enough and I'll show it to you.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Now, let's not get into a measuring contest. Cold, it's not going to go well for either of us, okay?
I could make a coat out of you, you know.
I was gonna say, you might not want to brag, Jack. He might just scalp you and take your
I
precious
can
hair.
fly away and leave you here to die.
Ah. Well, where do we go from here?
Well, we can keep insulting each other because that's fun, or we can keep threatening each other, and that's fun too. Personally, I'd like to take a look at what we're dealing with here, maybe see if it's some sort of back way into the castle, and then go off of this cold place, preferably back to somewhere warm, preferably somewhere I can shove a potato up a rather rude werewolf's ass.
Yes, I'd like to pay him a visit myself as soon as possible. And you take things too seriously. And he kind of pushes your shoulder a little.
Jack looks offended at that. To his chest like he's been wounded. My God. Actually, he's German, so mein Gott.
All right, so where to then?
God damn it, it kicked me out again. Take a look around.
Sure.
Just
So there's a couple of windows, and there's the door, the stairwell, and the chimney there. What would you like to look at?
the stairs.
Okay. So the stairs, this is a great description, DM. The stairs lead up. You'd have to go up the stairs to kind of see where they lead.
Well, you know, he could have said they went down, so they go up. Instead.
Yeah.
Best description ever.
But it does feel like you're in an icebox here. Would you like to go up the stairs? Did we lose Jack?
He said he got kicked out of Fantasy Grounds again. I don't know if that means Discord as well.
I see him in there. Discord.
All right. This would be a nice time to segue back to our
Oh,
other
no.
adventures. So what would you guys like to do?
For every several days of the main party, we get like 1 minute of Jack Motley.
Yeah.
Well, for us, it's morning time. Elias is preparing his spells as well. He looks like he's putting the finishing touches on a letter he was writing, and he's trying to decide for sure which site they're going to try to go to first, since they don't have Jack with them, and they're leaning towards going back to the mountain pass.
Yeah. Van Richten said that he was going to show you something.
Yeah, the fire that commands
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Oh, I heard a thing. He left.
Yeah, that was him disconnecting.
Damn. That's okay. So, Rictavio asks Elias, in private, as much as he can, I don't know if Alexandra is exactly viewing me as good company. Are you sure you wish me to journey along? I can just send Esmeralda with you if you wish.
Well, my good man, I am not certain that she considers myself or Mr. G as good company either. We've both done things to greatly anger her. I'm sure you're aware of Mr. Jeeves's issues with her. I'm sure you're tied in with that as well. I think that she will make her own decisions and her own choices, as you know, and I think it is in her path right now to travel with us and do this thing.
I'm
as long as
speaking of staying behind myself, not leaving her behind.
Oh no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't do such a thing. If you wish for us to be successful, we require your assistance.
Very well then. As long as I don't complicate things.
It's always complicated with Alexandra, so I wouldn't expect any different.
Hey!
It's just being honest.
Goddamn fucking yak.
What did the yak do?
Nothing. That's why it's getting laid.
So,
Huh.
New computer, same problems.
That's okay. We'll get back to Jack as soon as they decide what they're going to do in their travels next. But Van Richten prompts Elias, so, when shall we head out?
I'd say as soon as we are ready. The sooner the better. I do not know where Strahd is and what his current goal is against us. He may be still trying to find Carmilla. Not certain.
Yes, I was quite pleased that he didn't pay us a visit last night.
Something paid us a visit, but not quite Strahd himself.
It's a problem no longer, my friend. So, as I mentioned before, we will need to dress very warm for where we're going.
Indeed, yes. I haven't been to the mountains yet in my entire life yet, so that will be interesting.
is it too late to redact the decision of giving Ezek back his cloak? Because that was warm.
Yeah, it's too late.
Damn it.
But you can think fondly about the warmth of Ezek's cloak all you want.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. So Van Richten, he goes to the very top level, and in a trunk he pulls out a few cloaks. They look like they're made of wolf skins. And he says, these should keep us warm enough, I believe.
Oh, very good of you, sir. I've had nothing on myself, so thank you. That will do nicely.
Still, it's going to be rough. I'm ready when you are. Just say the word.
Let's check with everyone else.
Go ahead.
Mr. Jeeves, Alex, you guys up?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Ready to go. Let's get this over with.
Right, indeed. Esmeralda, are you good to go?
Oh, yes. It will be very interesting to see what was beyond what Van Richten, what he would not let me toy with last time I was there.
Hopefully you won't have to put yourself in any danger still, but we'll find out once we get there. Maybe we'll even run into Jack on the way there, or once we get there. I don't know. I would like to find him as soon as possible. All right, everyone, let's head out.
You know exactly where Jack is. You left him.
Yeah, he's in the castle as far as you know.
Elias has faith that Jack is going to get out of there.
Metagaming faith? Alright. Regardless, it's fine. It works out. I think that you think he's pretty clever, so if he's not getting out, you know he's taking care of himself somehow.
I think the party all kind of assumed he was going to do something about that as far as leaving.
You think that he'd really put all of his friends in jeopardy by leaving as the collateral?
I think he would have noticed too that Strahd wasn't there.
In the dungeon with him?
I don't know if he would have checked when...
It was a pretty important choice that Jack chose to leave rather than just stay there. Because he considered it.
And I think it was the right thing to do.
I do too. Speaking of Jack, now that you're back with us, sir, would you like to climb that staircase that looks like it goes up?
Oh, God.
God.
For realsies? You remember the simpler times when we'd all just be around a table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually.
Eating mystery meat tacos and drinking Mountain Dew and eating Funyuns.
Dude, I bought those the other night and they tasted so good.
It wasn't mystery meat tacos for me. It was high school lunch.
Oh, man.
And,
Yeah.
Well, that might have been mystery meat. I don't know. It probably was.
You played D&D in high school lunch?
Yep.
Wow.
We used to have a rule. You know how we get inspiration now? Well, we used to do hero points back in the day. And whoever brought snacks would get the hero
right.
point.
Yeah, speaking of inspiration, did you actually give me that for the Ghostbusters reference?
No, but I was tempted to because it was you were on the same wavelength there. That would have just been pandering to the DM.
I still have it.
That's out of character anyway. So. Does not
Yeah.
make a lot of
yeah.
sense. Come on, Jack. We need you.
Paging Mr. Motley. Mr. Motley, please.
He's teasing us. We finally got him back. And it's slipping out of our fingers.
I swear to God, I am going to climb the stairs.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Climbing the stairs. Okay.
Emphatically, like
Where
a
do they go?
Belmont.
Yes, climb those
Coming
stairs
to.
like a Belmont.
Do 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 do.
Ooh. Computer, don't crash.
No, not you this time.
I think it's because he's connecting again, so it re-downloads all the maps from me. Okay, there he goes. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me just reveal. Let me get into mask mode here, and here's the second story. We'll move you up. Boy, my computer's being slow at the moment.
Well, while we're taking this OSC break, we have some new viewers.
Oh, hell, hey, new viewers. Any chat messages?
No chat messages, but they're on the users list that are watching.
Awesome. Well, we do this every Wednesday, and we've been playing this game for, I don't know, over a year and a half, easy. Should be getting to the climax within, I would say, by the end of the year, I'd hope.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Guys,
It has to last us at least through Halloween.
one of my DM instance of Fantasy Grounds is frozen, it appears. That's not good. That's where I keep all my notes.
Oh no.
I can't run it without that.
It's also apparently where the characters are kept.
Yeah, but every time you guys go to level up, I always send you a PM in Discord with your character file. Even if some of you start leveling up before I can even get a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Alexandra Belmont.
I like leveling.
Me too. Let's do it.
Let's do it right now. Let's just level up right now, just for the hell of it.
Fall in love.
Quick, while the GM is distracted.
Well, the DM's distracted. Let's level up. Hurry.
Well,
Guys, I found where to keep the levels.
No, mate, we're level 12, honest.
I think I've officially crashed it.
Oh,
I
man.
wasn't level 8, I was level 10. What are you talking about?
Neil Ice was 15.
15.
And there it goes.
You're all low level. I was 21.
Well, the levels go up
Whoa.
to 20. I mean, what the hell? Come on.
This
I
campaign
would
does
like to
have
think
a...
we can at least make it to level 10 before the campaign ends, though.
That's probably the max for the campaign, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually not even 10. You guys are really
Really?
powerful.
It's just been taking so long to get here.
So should I log back into Fantasy Grounds because I kicked me
Not
out?
quite yet. I'm still having problems on my end.
Okay.
Hit it with a brick.
Well, frankly, we've kind of got two outcomes with this group as far as encounters go. Someone gets their ass kicked, either us or them.
Yeah, that's the way it usually goes.
Yep.
There
is no in between. There is no hard fought victory. Someone gets their ass kicked.
Well,
Sometimes they teleport away sometimes.
that doesn't happen often. I mean, a couple of people could go into the ethereal plane, but that was all.
Yeah, I'm still coming for her.
And there are some very hard-fought victories. You didn't fight the witch the other day. All right, you should be able to join now.
Yeah, I think we've had some good fights.
Yeah, we've had some great fights.
We
Yeah.
definitely have.
Gertruda was a little outnumbered, I believe.
Yeah. Well, she chose to come here.
I'm surprised she got to damage Elias at all. She's such a tank, you know.
Well, if he wasn't a complete, sucker, she wouldn't have hit him at all, probably.
Probably.
No matter how angry she is with her friends, Alex will not let things hurt them.
Except her. She can
Exactly.
do that.
She's not a thing.
Speaking of which, she still owes Elias a smack upside the head. I forgot about that.
Well, she
Thank
doesn't
you
know
for
what
reminding
happened.
me.
She doesn't know what happened with Gertruda.
Yeah.
He woke her up out of a sound sleep, screaming.
Oh, that's enough.
It's safe
eh?
to assume that was his fault.
What about when your pet murder bot is trying to kill him while he's trying to sleep?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Should smack him for that too.
This is Michael Elias for it.
For screaming and bleeding all over her.
What an inconvenience.
Wait,
Okay.
what happened to
Indeed.
Little Jack?
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't-
He got blown
don't
apart.
Say it that way.
I can put him back together, but not yet.
Minus the
not-
soul.
Without us, I don't think he's gonna get his soul back. I loaded Fantasy Grounds, but I don't see anything here to load.
Yeah,
see the
I'm still
characters.
having problems.
Take your sweet time.
Oh, is it back? Not quite.
I'm on the character selection. It's just
Yeah, same here.
taking its long time.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, I love Fantasy Grounds. I just hate my computer. It's an undependable piece of shite.
Yeah,
This would be a good chance for me to get a water refill, though. I'll be right back.
I wonder how close they are to releasing the Unity version, because I really want to be able to play it on my cell phone on the go.
Gen Con was fun.
Good.
Sweet. You get a lot
I did
of
not
interest?
make it to the Critical Role table.
Yeah, it's all good. Did you get a lot of interest in your product?
You say what?
Did you get a lot of interest in your booth?
We weren't running a booth. We were just at the White Wolf booth.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Well, the new palette we released is the Vampire the Masquerade palette.
Ooh.
All right,
It's
it's
the
working now.
official-
Hooray!
Yay.
Yay, Jeeves and Alex are in. And they got an error.
Really?
One-time error.
Goddamn
Image
Candace
snapshot
Browns.
size.
Yeah, as soon as you go to click on your character for your character sheet, it's erroring out. Okay, there we go. It's loading.
Okay,
It's
so
fine.
Jack, what you see when you go up the tower. The upper level of this tower is an icebox with windows set in almost every wall. A rusted iron ladder bolted to the floor and ceiling leads up to a wooden trapdoor. Mounted above the stone hearth is a direwolf's head. The wind coming down the chimney howls in its stead.
Climb the ladder.
All right, you push on the trapdoor. It pushes open with a squeal, revealing the rooftop and a stormy gray sky. Let me look at this. Yeah, and up there you see 10-foot tall gold-plated statues standing atop the battlements, facing outward. Each one depicts a female human knight holding a lance. The cold wind stirs the snow, under which you see human skeletons clad in rusty mail.
Well, that's definitely no good.
Sounds cool.
You get a good look at the landscape around you. It looks like the roof is 40 feet high, and a lot far below you, you see a misty valley below. You can't even fathom how deep it is, but it looks like part of this just basically drops off into a steep valleyed area, and then the ground beneath or directly below the tower is about 40 feet down.
I see.
You're pretty sure you started out on the ground floor then.
Well, that's a long ways down. All right, then. Well, nothing else to see, so climb down, go back to Emil. I saw the world, Emil. It was covered in snow. Really boring. Except for some skeletons. Do you need bones?
I hate snow. Is that a dog joke?
Not if it's going to make you angry.
Well, I'm looking at a set of bones. If I want one, I'll take one.
Oh, my friend,
think
if
he was
only you knew
referring
how
to
many
yours,
homoerotic jokes I've been a part of in the past, that would sound very different to you.
I'm afraid I don't partake in such. He looks a little embarrassed.
I don't either, but people keep making jokes, me included.
Like the stop line still.
All right, then. So, do you have ideas?
Well, we could try the door.
Yeah, that's boring. Try the door.
Okay. The door in this room opens as if it hasn't been opened in quite some time. On the other side of the door, you're not connected yet, are you? It says you're connected. Your character's just not loaded.
Yeah, it's still not showing up in Heroes for me. I'm just getting name level 1 server, level 0 server. But I am staring at the rest of Fantasy Grounds, and it's pretty.
You know, my my OBS Fantasy Grounds is... Oh,
Oh,
well, that's not good.
that's definitely no good.
It works fine until Logan tries to connect.
Damn it,
I'm
Logan.
sorry.
I don't think your computer and Mike's computer want to communicate. We have to fix this.
Something doesn't want us to play D&D ever.
I think I blame Strad.
Hashtag blame Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows we're coming for his ass.
Not yet, we're not. Not until we disable those 2 other sites.
Pretty sure I'm sitting on or near one.
Could be, or it could be the one of mountains up north. We don't know yet. Hopefully it's down south.
Which one of these is which? OBS, which one are you picking up? Neither one of them? Come on, OBS. Help me out here. Oh, it worked right there at the last little bit. That's great.
Okay. Doing good so far.
Oh, this is so exciting. I'm sorry, guys.
It's alright.
Technology's great. It works wonderfully.
We'll just have to play a little longer, that's all.
Man, you guys connected already. That's probably why it's taking so long, so everybody's connected at once. Alright, so... let me get that back for the 3rd time.
Okay,
See,
I'm
the
gonna.
problem is, Mike, you're not getting angry enough with it. You have to tell it that you're fucking done. Remember?
But I'm not done yet.
You gotta convince the computer that you're at rage quit level.
I'm getting there.
Okay,
I'm getting close.
Gonna
wanna hear-
try to join. This is a warning.
Well, that's fine. It's currently kind of frozen right now, but it should allow people to join at least.
Knocked out of roaming.
There we go.
Is OBS broadcasting it properly now?
Mm-hmm.
The DM client's still just not working right now at the moment.
I'm connected. It's just taking its sweet time.
Knocked out of.
Same. I'm into.
Oh boy. Okay. So, and testing my patience now. Well, it tried to work for a second. I'm just gonna look it up in the
I'm
book.
loaded back in.
Just use the book.
Where's the book?
All right.
Sorry, viewers. Minor technical difficulties.
Yeah, our patience is about to pay off.
When I say minor, I mean catastrophic.
This is par for the course, to be honest.
There we go. Map is loaded.
Okay, so
Ah.
Jack, you head out of the door, and it looks like the path goes both north and south. This shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings to is really narrow, and on your right side, there's icy cliffs that rise sharply towards dark rolling clouds, and on your left side, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of demons. One emaciated with a bird-like head carrying a spear, the other winged and muscular. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which is actually right in front of you, is a burning curtain of green flame. So the green flame is first, and then you see the portcullis beyond. And then behind you is the dark wall of the guard tower. You see the statues, the gold statues atop of it from down here as well. So this green flame wall of fire here is in front of you. What would you like to do?
I got a spell like this.
Mm-hmm. One of your favorites.
That's what he says. Then he turns to Emil and. This is fire. In all honesty, how high does the fire go?
Well, if my stuff cooperates with me, I can kind of show you a little view here. Oh, you're not in. You're not in.
I'm afraid to join.
You're on the inside of this structure that I'm showing that you can't see, unless you look
Okay.
on Twitch. And it looks like you're joining now, or somebody
Yeah.
is. Yeah, because it's.
It's
I'm
me,
trying to.
just kind of afraid to.
Sure. Well, this. Let's see. How much is 1 square in height? That is 10 feet. So this door, it arches up. So it starts wide and then it gets narrower and narrower until a pointed cornerstone at the top. It looks like it's about 30 foot high. It covers the entire archway.
I see. So this looks important. Just trying to decide if we should try and go through the green fire or not. What do you think?
It looks like wherever we're at, it looks like someone doesn't want us to be here. We could go the other way. I think beyond the archway here probably leads down the mountain, though.
Yeah, we want to go down the mountain, don't we?
Yes, I'd like to get back to the woods. We have business there. Grizzlemane waits for you and your potato.
My potato. He's gonna be my little Julian fry maker. All right. We will mark the place in our minds of fire, and I guess we'll try and explore that way for a little bit.
Higher up the mountain, then?
At least a little bit. Look, it's either cold or way too warm, and I don't fancy being a roast raven just yet.
It's your call. Whatever you think is best.
Well, I think it's best if we find a way down the mountain, but I'm not struck immediately by a way to get down. There's no, like, runes or anything on the fire, on the archway, right? Nothing to indicate any kind of anything.
You don't see anything that looks arcane, but you do get the feeling that these statues are watching your every move. They seem
Lovely.
unnatural.
Lovely. Flip them off.
Mm-hmm.
Are you flipping off the demons or the spear wielding golden statues, or all of them? All of the above.
Yes. One to each.
Everything off.
One to each set.
All right.
From the orientation of the structure and how things are facing, Mike, do they get the impression that they are outside or inside the facility that they should or shouldn't be at?
The only thing that you know is that it's the green flame first, and then the portcullis second. Aside from the orientation that you see on the map, that's really all you can go off there. Can't really.
I am not worried about the portcullis. I can deal with the portcullis. I deal with portcullis quite often. Rot the fucking metal right the fuck off.
Yeah, you've been known to do that with bars.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and head back up and take a look around, I guess. Something will present itself.
Sounds like solid logic to me. Let's go.
Or we'll die.
All right, so you begin heading farther up the mountain. The road twists, and you see still very steep on either side. It's not long before you find yet another structure north. Boy,
Does it
my
look like the
laptop
other one?
is laggy. No, this looks a little bit different. The snowy pass comes to a gorge spanned by a stone bridge. At the end of the bridge is a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each one are two statues of armored knights on horseback with lances, charging towards one another. The wind bites and howls like wolves as it passes through the gorge. Bless you.
Bless you.
Fantasy Grounds is locked up as can be. I'm just reading that out of the adventure now.
Okay. Examine the new structure.
Sure, I've got a...
What the hell are you rolling for, Jeeves?
I'll have to see if it's locked up.
It is.
Mine's going fine.
Yeah, my watcher account for Twitch is fine too. It's just my DM client is frozen as can be. Okay, so so this archway with these two armored knights on horseback with lances, it looks like they're just a grand entryway to this stone bridge. The low walls that enclose the stone bridge have fallen away in a couple of places, but the bridge appears intact. A black cloaked rider on a charcoal color horse guards the middle of the bridge.
Walk up and say hi.
As you get a little closer, you notice who it is. It appears to be Strahd von Zarovich upon his nightmare, which you last
that
saw
doesn't make any sense
vanquished.
at all.
Yes.
Call out, did you get a new one?
You see him disperse like ash in the wind.
Yeah, I didn't expect it was the real him.
Good old fast.
But now he knows exactly where you are.
Yep. So Emil, we need to hurry. Because I'm relatively certain I just told him exactly where we were. Or he was... No, almost no chance. That's magical alert one way or another. So we should go.
Up or down?
I want to go down, but I can't figure out how. So, up.
Up we go then. Lead the way.
And Jack does.
As you cross the bridge, you hear giant thumping, like wind just being displaced in some insane volume. Thump, thump, thump. And then you see the biggest black bird you could possibly imagine appear out of the gorge from the mist below. and it has obviously spotted you. I've got a great picture for this, I just can't share it. And with that, we will go back to our friends back at Rudolph Van Richten's tower.
I believe we've all agreed to set out, and we're probably presently getting on the wagon, loading up, and moving.
Okay, so you guys are heading on to wherever it is Rictavio and Esmeralda is going to take you. Let me just count my losses and cut it off here, because my shit's still frozen, guys. I wonder if there's a way I can share this image at least over Discord. It's pretty sweet. And I can maybe do that for... Ooh, I hope this doesn't reveal anything. It doesn't. Okay.
I hope Jack can use his bird-like charms on the giant bird. It'd be useful.
Yeah, when I say big, that's what you see there in Discord chat. As far as Fantasy Grounds, sorry guys, it's a picture of a giant black bird over this bridge.
Oh my.
Wow, that is quite giant.
That's about what I was expecting. Yep.
All right, and after a night of total frustration, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Calm, motherfuckers.
We all need to win the lottery and get like state-of-the-art computers.
Yeah. If I win the lottery, I promise everybody gets new computers. As long as it's one of those, like, you know, not just $1,000 lottery or whatever.
See, to be honest, if I win the lottery, I'm just gonna send out my private plane and pick y'all up, and then we'll get together and play table.
Yes.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
And you can
At least once.
you can spend all of your time that you're not, you know, programming, because you don't have to anymore, to build the best D&D table the world has ever seen.
So I've got it designed.
I expect Funyuns and mystery meat hot tacos as well. Because
I'm gonna skip the mystery meat tacos, but I'm totally down for the Funyuns and Mountain Dew.
What about real tacos?
I'll tell you what, I will make good tacos that you know what the meat is from.
Yeah, that'll do.
Well, that's the good thing about mystery meat tacos. There's no meat in them.
What?
Yeah, we don't know what that stuff was.
No, they're vegetarian. It's meat substitute.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're meatless.
Jack in the Box Jack in the Box tacos are meatless?
Yep.
Well,
what is it then? Like
this sucks because I wasn't vegan until I came to Alabama, and we don't have Jack in the Box here.
Let me see if I can find it.
I had no idea, man. Next time I go back to Texas, I'll have to check it out.
That's when it was. Yeah, let me double check that, because that's what I heard. So hey, you know what happens.
You're just tricking me into eating junk food. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for the stream. I'm sorry that my computer sucks, everybody. Until next time, see you later.